Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to my public live stream interview with the US Hallo Teacher Jared. So, guys, can you see me and hear my voice? Hello, Sana, welcome. Yes, I'm here. Thank you very much. I'm expecting Teacher Jared anytime. So, bear me a moment, please. I'm going to invite him for a second. Hello, Minnie, welcome. Vaishali, welcome. Hojbek, welcome. Can you see me now? Thank you very much for joining at this moment. Once again, guys and dear viewers, it's 3rd of April and our local time is 6 past 4 p.m. UK time and Sunday afternoon. And we are going to take some time from teacher Jared Neal, who is coming to join me in no time. Sana, I'm quite good. Thanks for the question. Viraj, welcome. I'm very good. Thank you. Jubair, welcome again. Mini, welcome. Hey, teacher Jared. Yes, send me a hop on request, please. Teacher Jared is here. Yahoo! Uh, Mini, welcome. Alida, welcome. Thank you very much for joining.
Oh, better?
Better than before. Team
Yeah,
Red.
Team Red.
I should have wear a red t-shirt, right? I don't have time
I
for
wasn't even thinking of it. It's just in the back of my mind.
that. So, dear viewers, we have got our guest teacher, teacher Jared.
Hmm.
We are going to have some good time with him. Before the
Good.
teacher Jared, how much time you can give for us today? An hour?
So let's see. It is 10 a.m. my time. Would you be okay with me staying for like within the next 50 minutes to an hour? I don't want to
Sure.
take all your day.
No, that will be great. It's amazing. So, dear viewers, it's your opportunity to ask our teachers. You know that our teachers come to live stream, they teach and they're gone. We don't know anything about them. So, my live stream
Mhm.
always, has the opportunity to ask the teachers their private life, personal questions, sad story,
Sure.
shock story, struggle story, success stories, etc., etc. So we are going to have good time with teacher Jared. So I'm very glad
Sure.
that teacher Jared that you have joined me. I know that you're quite busy person. Okay.
Well, Hollow always keeps us busy, right?
Yeah, it's easy to blame someone else.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, Alida, welcome. Asana, welcome. Nargis, welcome. Thank you very much. Look, all your fans and followers are here. They're giving you
Yeah,
love,
it's very
support.
exciting. Yeah, I think you and I did an interview when I first started on Hollow. I didn't know anybody, and now I know all of these students, which is great. I know a lot of teachers, a lot of students. It's great to see familiar names and faces.
That's right. Yes, please, Alida, invite all of the people, all of the teacher Jared's
Yes.
blind supporters.
Yeah, Alita knows me. She knows my fan squad. She'll go get them and bring them back.
Please, you didn't let them know. You should have let them know. Look, I'm going this time.
I should have. You know what? I just finished my class. I should have done a little more promotion for us.
You should do it. Come on, teacher Jared. That is the how Hello works here. Nobody will
Yeah,
is going to trumpet your bell. You have to
you're right.
trumpet your own bell.
You got to go out and bring them here. Hi, Claudia. Hi, welcome.
Okay, teacher Jared. Last, by the way, for your information, this live broadcast
Sure.
had been shared to our Facebook Hello group as a promotion,
Ah, great.
YouTube channel as a promotion, and my Facebook as a promotion. You can share, on your live stream later, okay? If you want to.
Ah, okay.
Great.
Sure. Absolutely. That would be great.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Teacher Jared is very
Also,
handsome. Yeah,
hi.
someone said that.
Yeah. Yeah. I get that a lot. That's one of the reasons I get a lot of my viewers.
Great. Okay. So I feel covetous now, Teacher Jared.
Yeah.
Okay. So, guys, once again, last month we had a competition. Let us
Mhm.
come from there. We are the part of the team, right? And Teacher Jared, I, and many other amazing teachers, and we won the competition. Teacher Jared, please share your feelings about that competition first.
Absolutely. First, Teacher Rahat, I just want to say that my heart goes out to Team Blue. I feel like it was unfair; they didn't stand any sort of chance. My heart bleeds for them. But I think one of the great things about competitions we have here on Hollow is that we get the opportunity to work together and collaborate, which was great. And then we also got the hi Ariane, good to see you. I just saw you. We also get the opportunity to grow and to meet new students, and the students were all rooting for us, and it was a really great time for our whole community to come together. So I felt really, really good about it. And the next time we compete, I'll make sure we're on the same team again.
Sure.
Yeah.
We have a demand. We'd like to be in the same team.
Yes, absolutely. I already said that Teacher Riza has to be on our team because she lit such a fire under us. I
That's
was
right.
like, we have to have her on our team. So
Yeah, and I'm thankful to Teacher April who made all these amazing, thumbnails.
yeah.
She's really awesome. She made many thumbnails for me for my lessons in the meantime. Teacher April, if you're listening, I think she's on the class. Thank you very much. Okay,
Yeah, no, she was great. And that's why I said it wasn't fair. We had a lot of really great teachers helping to support us, right?
that's right. Hello, Sangeet, Kevin, Akhil, and Mariam, and Salah bin Taleb. Welcome, everyone. And walaikum salam,
Welcome,
Kadir.
welcome.
So it's Ramadan, Teacher Jared, as you might be
Mhm,
aware. I'm fasting.
mhm.
My fasting will be breaking after 4 hours. It's a long way to go.
Ah,
Okay. So, Teacher Jared, let's start from the scratch.
yeah,
Please tell us the
sure,
place you were born, your primary school, secondary school, and as you go
sure.
through any other related qualification you got up to now.
Great. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. So I was born and raised, I'll put it in our chat so our students know where I'm coming from, in New Jersey, which is a state in the north of the USA. So it's right near New York State. So if you know where that is on the map of America, New Jersey is like a smaller state nearby. So that's where I was born and raised in New Jersey. I
Hmm.
lived there for most of my life. And then about 7 years ago, I moved to a city called New Orleans
Hmm.
in Louisiana, which is also in America. It's a big party city here, Teacher Rahat. So people come here to drink, to eat, to celebrate. We're a big tourist city. If our viewers are familiar with the festivals of Mardi Gras or Carnival, we're most known for Mardi Gras. People come here to drink and have fun. Yeah. So it's a pretty cool city. Um, I've been living here for about 7 years. I went to college to study biology. So I have a degree in biology. And now I teach English to students. Go figure, right? So, yeah, but I've been having a lot of fun here on Hollow. I have my TEFL certificate. I've been teaching English online for about 6 years. I've been teaching total for about a decade, and I love it. I love teaching, and I hope to be on here for a long time.
Okay, that's great. We hope so. And as you might
Yeah.
be aware that I'm one of the teacher that started in March 2020.
Yes.
That's when this app
Mhm.
was literally introduced, the audio and video calling. Before that, let me
Mhm.
share the little bit story and our history as well, people who do not know. This app started in March 2019 with the chatting only
Mhm.
those times. So there are like different groups and people used to chat, and very rarely they used to call. They could call from like a messenger. And when our CEO and co-founder, CEO in June and co-founder Ben got the donation in the educational field from Forbes magazine
Mhm.
around $1.4 million. They, that time they thought to develop an app to teach English worldwide. So after a years, all the hard work, that first time it came, you could bring only 2 people. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And during those days it was only $3 subscription for the whole month, and there is no time limit
Wow.
for the teachers for live stream, and for the students you could make 20 hours live stream, 2 hours, even
Wow.
5 minutes. So it was really greatest breakthrough. Then from $3 we had coin system. Those during those days we said hello coins. Now it changed to
Mm-hmm.
dollar. It was then $5, then $7, then $10, and recently it has been gone to $16.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we had at the beginning there was no such system that non-natives could join. And luckily, teacher Jared, you must be aware that I'm the first student of this app of the history, was promoted from the students panel to teacher panel. And after,
Ah, no kidding. That's great.
yeah, and after the few other teachers were promoted, I'm sure you know them, Teacher Ahmed, Team Red,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's another teacher, Khadija, who is from Algeria, then Sabrina from Indonesia, Ankelan from Indonesia, teacher Nazrul
Mm-hmm.
from Bangladesh. These are the teachers. And during those days, Hello recruited many teachers from India and Pakistan as well. But we
Mm-hmm.
don't see them anymore because Hello has changed. Is teaching, teachers training, qualification, quality,
Right.
content,
Mm-hmm.
professionalism, and that's really good. Now we are focusing more on professionalism, content, and quality, and Hello is growing. At the
Yeah.
moment, we have got 1.3 million members from more than 180 countries. And
Mm-hmm.
teacher, I've got a question for you. Do you know how
Yeah.
many minutes as a teacher and student we use every month from the Hello for teaching and for
How
the
many
life minutes?
how many minutes? Hmm. I wouldn't even hazard a guess because I'm gonna look foolish on your live stream. How many minutes, Teacher Rahat?
More than 2 million minutes. Can you imagine?
Wow. 2 million minutes. Then that's for teacher and student live
All
streams?
all together.
All together. Wow. Very
That's
good.
yes,
Interesting. That's a
yes.
that's a lot of minutes. It's a lot of learning, huh?
That's right.
Yeah.
Picture it. We have got 300 teachers on an average,
Mhm.
and our minimum live stream should be 4 hours in a month. Like I have got
Mhm.
the highest live stream, 20 classes every week, 20 hours, 1200 minutes
Yeah, you're on all the
every.
time.
And also when I'm going to, my workplace, I also conduct live stream.
Mhm.
Coming back from workplace, so all this together, they have made an estimated more than 2 million minutes in a month.
Wow. Hmm.
Okay.
That's a lot of minutes.
That's right. Hello, Esna. Welcome. Hero, welcome. Let me welcome them quickly. Teacher Jared. Jesse, welcome.
Yeah, of course. Welcome.
Kevin,
I'm
again,
welcoming them
welcome.
in the chat as they come in.
Thank you. Suprita, welcome. Uruz, welcome. Elida, Humanity, Suprita, and all the lovely people. Now, Teacher Jared, you said you
Yes.
completed your college when you moved to New Orleans. And where did you
So I,
complete
I
your?
completed my college up in New Jersey after I finished my college education.
Mhm.
I started moving around to some different jobs. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. After a few years, I fell into teaching. I taught in New Jersey for a number of years, and then I moved to New Orleans to continue teaching.
Okay, so literally when you moved to New Jersey, that's the point when you started teaching.
Right. When I was living there, I had
Mhm.
a few jobs first, which I love to talk about because
Please.
as I tell my students, once you're finished with university, sometimes you don't know what you want to do with your degree. So
Yeah, please
I
share.
finished my schooling.
Please go
Yeah.
ahead.
So I finished my schooling, and then the first thing I did was I went to work at a bakery for a few years. So I had a degree. I had somebody that worked in a bakery, and I worked and made cakes, which wasn't a
Ooh.
very good use of my education. So I made cakes for a number of years. After that, I got work in as a autopsy assistant. For our students that don't know, an autopsy assistant is someone that works in a morgue, so working with bodies to help solve crimes, which was very different from anything else I had worked with. I did that for about a year. And then after I worked in the morgue, I got into substitute teaching for some extra money. So a substitute teacher is someone that takes the place of a regular teacher if they are out sick for the day or if they're not able to make it to class. A substitute teacher goes in to take care of the class for the day. I did it just as a way to earn some extra money, Teacher Rahat, and I
Mhm.
ended up falling in love with teaching almost immediately. It was fun. I liked the kids liked me. I liked doing the lessons. So then I figured out how I can get into teaching, and I've been teaching ever since. And it's been almost 10 years. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been a crazy ride, and I love teaching, and I hope to be doing it for a long time.
That's great. So for how many years you are involved in teaching altogether?
I had to do the math. I've been involved in teaching for about 10 years, a decade.
Teacher Jared, can you please smile? I'm going to take a photo
Oh, yes.
advert a smile.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's done.
Oh,
Okay.
of course. Thank you for warning me first.
No worries. Okay. Now, Teacher Jared, I like to ask
Yes.
two questions from your childhood. You know,
Mhm.
obviously, it looks like your childhood was in another city before you moved here, right?
Mhm.
Your
Yep.
primary education was from there, and that was from which city again? I forgot. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. So I lived in a small city in New Jersey. That was the state I was from. So I usually
Okay.
just say New Jersey because the city was like in the middle of nowhere. So I grew up in New Jersey.
Okay. So you grew up in New Jersey, and do you remember who
Mhm.
was your first childhood friend?
My first childhood friend. You're making me go back a little bit, Teacher Rahat. Let me think. My first childhood friend. I don't remember their last name, but I do remember I had a friend named Kira growing up. She was a little girl in my class, and we used to spend our time playing together and hanging out on the playground. And she was my first best friend, but it was a long time ago. I do not remember her last name.
So who is your best friend at the moment?
My best friend at the moment is my husband. So his name is Peter. We grew up in college as best friends. We got married, and now we've been together for about 16 years. So I have to answer that he's my best friend, or I will get in big trouble. So he is my best friend.
Okay, that's all right. Now I'm going back a little bit, to your
Sure.
childhood. When you first understand that, you should have a friend, okay, in secondary school or
Yes.
college, did any girl ever send you a love letter?
Oh, all the time, Teacher Rahat. I was a very handsome boy, but the reason that all the girls sent me love letters, Teacher Rahat,
All the
I
girls?
am all the girls, but there's a reason, right? Teacher Jared is handsome, but I have an older brother who was more handsome. So I am a middle sibling. I'm like the middle kid, right? I have two older siblings and two younger siblings. And I had an older brother who was really popular with the girls. He played football, he was very handsome, but of course, he could only have one girlfriend at a time. So when you couldn't date my brother, you would come to Teacher Jared because at least you were dating someone in the family, right?
Wow.
So the reason I used to get love letters from girls is because my older brother wouldn't date them, so they'd say, "Ah, he's second best. I'll send him a love letter." So so that is why I have middle child syndrome, I say. So
That's pretty cool.
yeah. It's
Okay.
funny to look at now. It wasn't funny then, but it's funny to talk about now.
I know, I understand. That's why
Yeah.
sometimes I'm trying to bring the old story so that you can still reminiscence and share the stories with us.
Oh,
So,
yeah, it's a
dear
lot of
viewers,
fun.
we're having conversation with the US Hello Teacher Jared. If you have got any question about his teaching classes, I'm going to show and share all the classes in a moment. Please
Ah, great.
ask questions. As you might be aware that as a Hello Teacher, we are dedicated to helping and supporting all of our students. Whether you are
Mm-hmm.
our students or not, that doesn't matter, but we treat each and everyone fairly, equally. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So welcome once again, all the lovely people. Fatma again, Akmal, Mariam. Yeah, thank you very much for the donation. That's so sweet. Hero. And I think
Mm-hmm.
Elida has donated earlier. Thank you very much. Eugene, I'm sorry, Eugene. And all the lovely people. And once again, if you've got any questions, please ask in the commentary section. Okay. And Teacher Jared will be happy to read it and answer it. Yeah, but do not
Yep, I'm
ask.
being very good. I have my owl eyes on the chat.
Yeah, and do not ask too much personal question. Okay. All right.
Yeah, keep it PG.
Yes, parental guidance.
Mhm.
Okay, so teacher Jared, how do you know about Hello and how did you ended up become a teacher on the Hello?
Good question. So I have been teaching, I have a mixture of teaching styles or teaching jobs I've had. So when I started teaching, I was doing offline teaching in a classroom, working with middle school students. I
Hmm?
taught science and English to them. And then after I was done with classroom teaching, I got into doing online teaching. And I worked with a big company in China. And I don't want to promote them here, so I won't say their name. But this last year, there has been some changes in regulations with how students learn in China. So they don't have as many teachers from the West who are teaching over there.
Sorry.
So I had to find a new teaching position online. And I happened to be looking online and I found an ad for a startup company called Hallo. I watched some of their videos on YouTube. I reached out to teacher Jamie, who was the contact, and I submitted a video. And before I knew it, I was hired. Uh, I have never streamed a live class before working for Hallo. So I was very nervous. And then I did my first live stream to introduce myself, and I had like 100 viewers, and everyone was very happy to see me, and it was crazy. I felt like a rock star. And then I've been with Hallo ever since. So it's been a heck of a ride.
That's great, teacher Jared. So I was going to ask this question, but you already answered.
Yeah.
So you felt amazingly astounding, flabbergasted on the first live stream.
Flabbergasted is a great word. I logged into my stream and I said, maybe I'll get like 3 or 4 viewers, and then everybody showed up and everybody was so supportive. All the students get so excited to see teachers. So I've never experienced it before. It's great.
Thank you very much for sharing this,
Mhm.
your feelings. And honestly, many teachers become nervous on the first live stream. So you did
Yeah,
well.
I was very nervous, but the teachers were, or the students were very supportive. They were like, "Oh my gosh, new Hallo teacher!" They get so excited. Yeah,
Our students are amazing, honestly, teacher Jared.
yeah,
And without them as a teacher, we are nothing. Their love, support,
absolutely.
assistance, cooperation. Look at the comments, the way they ask, they make fun, they support us, they protect us from those bulliers, from the spammers.
Yeah,
That is the amazing part. So
hmm,
thank you very much,
absolutely.
teacher Jared, sharing that question. Now, how many lessons do you teach in every week? I'm going to share your page in a moment, okay?
Sure.
Tell us,
So
please.
I can tell you, I just reached my 300 total lesson milestone on Hallo, which was very exciting. I keep track of it on the Hallo app. So I've taught 300 total lessons since I started, but I'll have to look at my schedule to see how many classes I teach because it is so many.
Can you see the shared screen, teacher Jared? You can explain from the left to right, yeah?
Sure. Well, I can see you. Have you shared your screen?
Oh, yes, your screen, your classes.
Oh, share my screen. Oh,
I've shared
well,
it. Can you not see it?
I cannot. I can see you.
Oh,
I cannot see your shared screen though.
okay, hang on a second.
Oh, now it is shared. Now I see.
Oh,
Wait,
sorry,
no, it's gone.
sorry, yeah, I just clicked mistaken.
That's okay.
Okay, can you see now?
Yes. Hmm.
Great. Yes. Hello,
Good.
teacher
So you want me
Ryan.
to? Yeah. Oh, hi, teacher Ryan. Yes. So do you want me to
Yes.
talk about my number of classes? What would you like me to do?
Yeah, your class is your time and how they can subscribe, how they can connect to you.
Sure. Absolutely. Okay, so the first class on the list is Welcome to Wonderland. I think I'm teaching 7 live classes right now on Hallo. I hope to be teaching more in the future. But if you want to improve your reading skills, Welcome to Wonderland is a reading class where we read the classic stories of Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. This course meets 2 days a week on Mondays and Wednesdays. I'd love to have students sign up. We take turns reading text, defining vocabulary words, meeting crazy characters. It's been a lot of fun. So that's my 2-day a week course. Welcome to Wonderland. Do you want me to just run through them?
Yes, then I'm
Yeah.
next one, Wheel of Small Talk.
Yes. Wheel of Small Talk is a conversational class. We play it like a game show. There's a big wheel full of icebreaker questions. For students that don't know, icebreakers are like getting to know you questions. Yeah? Like, how many siblings do you have? Or what's your hobby? Or what's your favorite food? We fill our game show wheel up with icebreaker questions. We spin the wheel. Each student gets a minute on the timer and they answer the question. It's a course perfect for beginners or intermediate students to just hang out, practice speaking, building that speaking confidence. We have a lot of fun, and it's a really relaxed, we play a game together for an hour and we just answer questions. It's a lot of fun. So this class meets on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Come hang out with us. It's a lot of fun. Again, our students are all very friendly and we love learning about each other. So that's Wheel of Small Talk.
Thank you. Let me read some of the comments. Teacher Ryan, thank you very much. Lovely comment. Jared, I'm glad to see you're having some success on Hello. You put in a lot of effort. Yeah, Teacher Jared, if you'd like to read the comments. Fakir, Ramadan Al Karim, Elida again, Chris, JC, Kevin, and Ali, and Elida again. Thank you very much for your support and for your donation, guys. Miriam again, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
and thank you, Teacher Ryan. Good to see you.
yes, so I'm scrolling down a little bit down so that
Sure.
you can describe the other two now.
Sure. Okay. We'll do In My Shoes. So that's the one on the left. In My Shoes is another conversational class where we practice hypothetical questions. And I'll put that in the chat. Hypothetical questions are what if questions. So what if you woke up and you had 8 arms? What if you had superpowers and could fly? What if you woke up in the zombie apocalypse? Things like that. So we practice answering these what if questions together. Our students read the scenario, take a moment to think, and then we go around and we practice answering the questions. I would do this, or I would go here, or if this were me, I would do that. It's a fun conversational class where we come up with all kinds of crazy, wacky scenarios, and it's been a lot of fun too. It's another great class to practice your conversational fluency, to build your speaking confidence, and just have fun talking to fellow students. So that one meets 2 days a week too, on Wednesdays and Fridays. And I've been teaching that class for the last few months. We've had a lot of fun with it. So another speaking course, In My Shoes.
Okay, dear viewers, the time that you are seeing, that is UK time. So when you are seeing from your country, it will be reflecting in your local time. So don't be confused with the time, okay? Teacher Jared,
Yes,
I'm sure
good point.
the same question is for you because it is maybe 6 a.m. for you, but it is 12 a.m.
Yes.
for me, okay?
Also true. If you want to know the times, you can go to search Teacher Jared's profile. It will have your time zone on it. So make sure you pay attention to the time, to your time zone.
Exactly. This is my time zone. Okay, what I've shared, it shows the UK time. Okay, next one, Teacher Jared, creative writing technique.
Sure. Yeah, creative writing techniques. I don't know what thumbnail isn't there, but that's okay. So creative writing techniques is a writing course. We learn about ways to make English writing more interesting. If you want to learn about similes or rhymes or hyperbole we did the other day, which is really fun. If you know how to write in English, but you want to write more interesting sentences, creative writing techniques is a great way to do that. So we take an hour to read examples together, to learn a new writing technique, and we just write together. We can use similes, metaphors. We've done, this is a really fun word, anthropomorphism, which is a long word.
Anthropomorphism? Wow, that's a very amazing word, academic word.
It's a really tricky word for something really easy. Have you ever watched cartoons before, Teacher Rahat, when you were a kid?
I watch it, with my son.
It's anthropomorphism. If you've ever watched an episode of Scooby-Doo or any cartoons with like a talking animal, that's what it is. It's when you give human qualities to an animal. So I say the word anthropomorphism and everyone's eyes get as big as saucers because they're scared. And I'm like, if you've ever seen a cartoon, that's anthropomorphism. So it's really fun learning the specific terms for these cool writing techniques and ways to make your writing more interesting. So that's what we do for creative writing techniques. It meets 2 days a week, and it's a way to improve your writing skills.
Teacher Jared, Priya has asked to write the words. So
Yes,
anthropo
I
is
started writing it and then I got nervous because I thought I was going to misspell it.
don't worry.
But
Anthropo means human, and
yeah.
morphism is how it can change the shape. So they're the combination
Correct.
of two words: anthropology, anthropo, and morphism. Hi, Rupu,
Yeah.
welcome. Priya again, Lemon
Rupo,
Latte,
hi.
Chris, Anwar, and everyone. Yes, happy Ramadan al Kareem, guys.
Yes, of course. Happy Ramadan. Yes. And I always love seeing the hearts in the chat from Rupo. So supportive.
Hey, Elzbieta, welcome. Happy to see you after a long time.
Oh,
She's from
hello.
Poland. Welcome back.
Ah, very cool.
Okay, so but Teacher Jared, honestly,
Yeah,
heroes, that cartoon looks like you. One hand suddenly, oh,
it
it's
does.
Teacher Jared.
So, yes. So, this is one of my most fun classes that I love to teach here, Teacher Rahat. So, have you ever played a fantasy game like uh, Dungeons and Dragons or a game with magic and wizards and things like that?
I didn't play it, but I watched it sometimes when my son plays.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you've watched a movie like Lord of the Rings or things like that, right?
Yes,
Like fantasy?
yes, I do.
Yeah, very good. Excellent. So this is a class where we play a fantasy game to help us improve our English. This is a class for more higher level intermediate or advanced students because we do so much in the class together. You get to design a character. Teacher Jared has made a fairy character for himself, but you can make a mermaid, a goblin, a dragon, a wizard. You get to create your own character and take it through our lesson to level it up, to practice new words, to practice reading. It's a really cool vocabulary building and story building class where you get to do all these fun things while learning English. So today, my students and I just went through a prison trying to stop a prison riot, all while defeating enemies and practicing vocabulary words. So one of the most fun ways to learn English is by turning it into a game. So I've made a game class for our students. If you've ever played a role-playing game like Legend of Zelda, Final Fantasy, anything that is turn-based like that, it's called an RPG, and that's what we do. It's an English RPG. It's 2 days a week on Sundays and Saturdays. I only have 8 spots for this course. So if students are interested, the spots do fill up kind of quick. So they're welcome to sign up for this class while I still have spots available.
Okay, by the JVS, Hello has a normal class size is 35, but teacher can downsize it. So Teacher
Yes.
Jared has down to, I can see number 8, and the next one is 15. Horror stories coming later.
Yes.
So Adiba, welcome. Rupu once again, Bridget, Lemon Latte, Elzbieta, let me see who else is here, Elida, Shaheen, and all the lovely people, Hina, Tarek. Oh, Tarek, thank you very much for your nice message, Ramadan al Kareem, and thanks for the prayer. Amen. Let's God, fulfill our desire, your desires too. Okay, thank you very much once again, guys. We're having amazing conversation with Teacher Jared. If you've got any questions,
Hi,
please write
everybody.
in the comment section. Teacher Jared will be happy to read it and answer it. Remember that it's your chance to ask any question because during the class, Teacher Jared doesn't want to talk about the private or personal matter.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
he's
true.
busy with teaching. That's the reason why I started this concept. And teacher Ryan was the first teacher who supported me, and I started in March 2021. Teacher Jared, this is like ongoing, this like interview or the collaboration with the teachers.
Right.
Okay, by the way, what does RPG stand for? I'm confused. Could you please explain?
Sure. Yes. So an RPG is a abbreviation, like an acronym, for role-playing game. So a role-playing game is when you pick a character, like you are that character, and then you take them on adventures. So any student here that has played a role-playing game like Pokemon is a popular one. Final Fantasy is very popular. Elder Scrolls, it's when you make a character and then you take them on adventures. So that's what we do in Hollow Heroes. You design your own character like a zombie or a fairy or a goblin. You create this character, you take them through a fantasy world, you level them up. Any students who have ever played a video game before probably have played an RPG game. So that is what RPG stands for.
Thank you. Okay, there is one more lesson for teacher Jared. Please go ahead. The last
Oh,
one.
I think I might have two more. We might have to scroll down a little bit after.
Oh, really?
I think
I'm sorry. Yes.
I'm doing numbers in my head.
Yes, two more. Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay. So 2-sentence horror stories is my longest running course here on Hallo. For 2-sentence horror stories, we look at picture prompts together, and then our students are challenged to write concise stories. So you can't make it 3 sentences, Teacher Rahat. You can't make it 4 or 5. You have to put a whole story in only 2 sentences. And it's a lot harder than it sounds. So the whole point of the course is to make concise sentences, which means short and to the point. When I started here on Hallo, one of the things I noticed was a lot of students had so much to say and so much to write, but sometimes students would write a whole block of sentences and it was very hard to read and to understand. So if students have difficulty putting their thoughts together, if they have difficulty making engaging sentences that are easy for their readers to read, that is why I made 2-sentence horror stories. We look at a picture, we think for a few moments, we make a 2-sentence horror story. And that's what we do for a whole hour. It's a writing class. It's a great way to improve your writing skills, to put your ideas down, to share with the class. So it meets 2 days a week on the weekends, 2-sentence horror stories.
Okay, that's cool. Thank you very much, Teacher Jared. Dear viewers, we are having conversation with the US Hallo Teacher Jared. And if you've got any questions and comments, please ask me in the comment section, and I'm sure he's going to answer it. Lemon Lettuce says, my favorite RPG is Harvest Moon. Okay, that's
Harvest Moon, yes.
that's cool. Okay, Teacher Jared, your last lesson.
Sure. I'll talk about the last one. I do want to answer a question in the chat real quick from Alita. Hi, Alita, who says, what's your favorite horror movie? My favorite horror movie is Scream. I like the Scream movies, Alita. And have I ever visited a haunted house? Yes, several times. I love going to spooky haunted places. So I make a habit of that. I love going to haunted places. Hi, Esna. Hi. 2-sentence horror stories is my favorite. Esna was able to join us today for class. It was a lot of fun. Okay. Teacher Rahat, can I talk about my last lesson now? Is that okay?
Yes, sure, please. The ball is in your court.
So great. So my last course here is Vibes and Vocabulary with DJ Werewolf. It's a lot of fun. Vibes are like, it's like a chill mood, right? We listen to music, we hang out, and we spend an hour learning new vocabulary words. We go through the alphabet, letters A through Z, and each slide has a new word, has a definition, has an example sentence, and then the students practice using it. So we listen to music, we hang out, we practice new vocabulary words, and we do that for the whole hour. This is one of my more popular courses right now. It's a lot of fun, and I did not think students would respond to it as well as they did, but students on this app love learning new vocabulary words, Teacher Rahat. So
definitely,
it's been a lot of fun. It is a private course, which means if students want to see the whole lessons to subscribe, because otherwise Hallo will only allow them to watch for a few minutes. So
3 minutes.
If you want to see me teach new vocabulary words, it is a private course. I teach it 2 days a week on Sundays and Saturdays, and I'd love to see you there.
Okay, it's 3 p.m. UK time. Yeah, don't be confused about the time once again.
Yes.
Okay, Rani, welcome, and Sardarni, welcome, and Elida again, and Rupu again, Asna again. Thank you very much. Okay, so these are the classes. So if someone wants to connect to you apart from the classes, I'm sure there are some ways how they can connect to you.
Sure, absolutely. So I am still learning on how to use Instaclass.
I'll
I think
explain
all
you.
of the Hallo teachers are. So I do hope to be on Insta starting next week once I figure out how
Teacher
to
Jared, I can
properly use
explain
the
you.
app.
I can explain you
Oh,
straight
I'm
away.
sorry.
I can explain you how to use it when you finish this conversation, okay?
Okay, yes, that would be great. That would be wonderful. I know that the students are supposed to call you, but Teacher Rahat, I feel like I miss every call I get. So
Okay. All right.
yeah. Uh, yeah. So Instaclass I hope to use more of. I also have one-on-ones available on my schedule. I teach one-on-ones during the week. So what I always tell my students is if you see a live class here that you can't sign up for, you can book me for a one-on-one and we can do that live class together. So if you can't meet me for vibes and vocabulary on Saturdays and Sundays, book me for a one-on-one and we can take that lesson together during our one-on-one class.
Mhm.
So any of the classes you see here are also available for our one-on-ones. And I always want my students to know that I have that openness. Um, yeah. And then students can also directly send me a message in our group chat, or they can send me a message request. And I'm usually pretty quick about responding on Hollow because I'm always on the app. So
Yes,
they
I
can send
always
me a
see you.
message, book a one-on-one. Yeah.
Okay. So
Oh,
teacher,
you always see me? Yeah.
yes, when I go to the Insta match, I always say, oh, teacher Jared is always active. You're still active here. Okay, that's very
Yeah.
easy, teacher
I'm
Jared.
active every day.
Yeah. So what happens when you go to the mobile, you see the hand symbol in
Mhm.
the middle, you touch it,
Yes.
and you see on the top Insta class. Okay. And
Hmm.
there is a red upper arrow. You have to touch the upper arrow to make it activate. So they know that
Hmm.
now you're available. Now I'm available. Okay. So they can see which
Right.
teachers are available, like teacher Jared, April, Gina, Omar, me, Asadija. These teachers are available at this moment, real life.
Hmm.
So if they want to connect you, so listen to me carefully, there viewers. You have to touch on the
Yeah.
photo. Straight away, it says one-on-one class. Okay. If you have
Hmm.
missed a class, means that you are busy possibly, or maybe you're not active on the time. Okay. I got first Insta class yesterday. One student called from Saudi Arabia. I got 6 calls. I received
Hmm.
3 of them. One was successful. Other 2 were like become white. That means something happened. I brought the attention to the
Right.
IT and
Hmm.
also on that meeting, if you remember. Okay, so what you have to do, teacher Jared, when you're free, you have to just activate the arrow should be bottom. You can see your photo on the top. Yeah, I don't know if you
Right.
can see it or
Hmm.
not. You can see it. Okay, that time the students can understand. Oh, teacher Jared is available. Let's call him. I've got a problem. Yeah, so their students and their viewers. This is the way you can always connect to a teacher.
Good. Yeah.
But
I think my problem is I just need to know when students are calling me because I'm
yep,
usually on the app, but usually I get a notification that says this student's tried to call you, and I go, oh no, I didn't get a notification.
no,
So
generally the
I
notification
think it
comes.
might be a matter of me needing to update the app or just paying better attention.
That's right. You have to look at the app
Yeah.
actively, teacher Jared. So you
Hmm.
get the notification when the call is finished. If the caller is there, you'll see a student is
Hmm.
calling, a blinking like this, town town
Hmm.
town 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 like this. Okay?
I'll have to watch for that.
Yes. So dear viewers, once again, thanks for joining. It's really my pleasure to see our teacher, and we're having a little bit conversation. I've got a few more questions because he has got 15 minutes
Sure.
more to stay with us. As
Hmm.
again, welcome Sheena and Alida and all the lovely people. Thank you very much for coming here. A happy Ramadan to all the people, Muslim people who are celebrating Ramadan.
Hmm.
Okay, thank you very much. So, teacher Jared, uh,
Yes.
as you we define professionalism in a different way. So, on your
Hmm.
perspective, disclaimer, it is your opinion. How do you like to define professionalism? As a hello teacher, what are the our professionalism should be towards our fellow teachers and our students?
Sure, absolutely. So I think to me, especially with online teaching, I think the biggest aspect of professionalism for a teacher here on Hollow should be politeness. So a lot of our students, especially if they are new English learners, might misuse a word or misuse a phrase that might sound offensive, but they don't really mean it that way. I think as a Hallo teacher, we need to assume everyone has the best intentions. Sometimes things get mistranslated. Sometimes it is hard to understand people's tone through a message. So I think the most important thing for Hallo teachers to do is to be polite and patient with students and to show them that we are here for them. For me, that has really helped with my professionalism.
Thank you very much. And
Sure.
one common question that I ask each and every teacher, when you are teaching students, different kinds of learners at their legs, there is beginner, there is upper intermediate, advanced. How do you make sure your teaching meets their requirements?
Sure, absolutely. So I'm always very open with my classes. The first thing I try to do is I try to make sure I tag more difficult classes, like you can see on the screen, with intermediate or beginner or advanced, so that students know what to expect when they enter the classroom. The other thing that I do is if I notice a student that is in my class is being extra quiet or is having difficulty answering, I will directly ask and say, am I going too fast for you? Would you like me to slow down? Usually my students are open enough to tell me like, Teacher Jared, you are too excited. Stop talking so fast. And then I will adjust my voice, because sometimes I get excited when the students get excited, and then I just go, and then you can't understand me. But if a student just tells me right out and says, I'm having trouble understanding you, Teacher Jared, can you slow down? I make sure to adapt my teaching style to meet the students. And one of the things that I've learned to do while online to simplify language as much as possible, especially if we have a new vocabulary word. If I'm covering something like anthropomorphism, I need to find a simple way to explain it to students because it's a really intimidating word. So I adapt and listen to students and meet them where they are. And I try to use simpler, easier to understand language.
Thank you very much. There is a question from Marks. Marks, welcome. Rani, welcome
Yes.
again. Rani has a sweet compliment. Teacher Jared always motivates students. That's right.
Yeah, Ronnie's great.
And Mark's question is, if a student doesn't know about his or her level, how can you assess it possibly?
Sure. So what Hallo does offer for students is Hallo offers a placement exam level, so that before students sign up for a class, you have the option to take that quiz to see where you fall. If you're not able to take that quiz before joining a class, you can take it afterwards, see where you fall on that level. The other thing that I recommend for students, before you fully subscribe to a class, check it out first. Even if it's a private lesson, you can view it for a few minutes to see if you would feel comfortable in that environment. Or if you're a new Hallo student with that green Sprouts teacher hat, they are given a free trial to use for a live class, yeah?
Two lessons, right?
Yes, they're given a 2-lesson free trial to use. So if you're a new Hallo student and you have that Sprout next to your name, and you're saying, I don't know if I should pay for this class because I don't know if it will be a good fit for me, you can use your free trial for 2 live lessons to see if it's a good match for you. If you use your free trial and it goes really well, you can extend your subscription, keep going to that class. If you use your free trial and it's a little too difficult for you, or it's not what you expected, then at least you did not use your money up, you used your free trial, right? So I think those are a couple of suggestions I have. Take the Hallo placement quiz to know where you fall on your level, and use your free trial if you have one before paying for a subscription.
Right. Thanks for the clarification, Teacher Jared. Okay, so Teacher Jared, do you have 10 minutes more?
Yeah. Can we do like maybe 2 more questions? Would that be okay?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Hi, thanks for coming back after a long while. So, Teacher Jared, once again, I'm very much grateful to you because I know you're quite person. All of our people are busy.
Sure.
So you have
Yes.
managed your time to join here. I'm really happy, and thank you very much once again. So through this live stream, I have invited all the teachers, the new teachers, old teachers who like
Yeah.
to come to the collab, because during the
Mhm.
Ramadan I have got much free time, honestly. So they're always
Right.
welcome to
Okay.
join me. And
Mhm.
also, Teacher Jared, the last question would be not last, actually. I'm shorting it because you don't have much time. Others, I could
Sure.
ask
That's okay.
lots of questions. Teacher
Mhm.
Jared, before you're finishing this live stream, what advice would you like to give our learners to develop their English language? Very common question. I don't know how to speak. I don't have vocabulary. I'm weak in grammar. I'm weak in pronunciation. I'm weak in blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
What would be your advice? One advice, please.
Good. So the most common advice I give, especially during my streams, I usually get a lot of students, particularly new students, like the little green sprout students, who will come onto a stream and say, "Teacher Jared, I need help with pronunciation. What advice can you give me?" Or, "Teacher Jared, I need help with vocabulary. What advice can you give me?" So I usually give two answers that I'll share. So the first answer is if you are using the Hallo app, the easiest way to address these problems, if you're having issues with pronunciation, with accent, with vocabulary, the best way to solve these problems is to book a one-on-one class with a teacher, because then we can address those problems one-on-one. If I'm teaching a vocabulary lesson and a student in the chat asks me about pronunciation problems that they are having, it's hard to focus on that student's question because I'm teaching a totally different concept. So if you're having a problem that is different from what I'm teaching, you can book a one-on-one class with me and we can work on that together, where I can focus solely on you. Okay. So that's usually my first answer I give. The second answer that I give, if you're having trouble with reading, speaking, pronunciation, things like that, one of the easiest methods that I've heard a lot of students use is watching English media, whether that be YouTube, movies, TV shows, video games. A lot of my students tell me that much of the English they learn is through watching these things with subtitles on. So take 30 minutes or an hour every day after you're finished using Hollow, or finished with work, or finished with school. Go home and watch an episode of Friends with the subtitles on, or go to YouTube and watch your favorite YouTuber and listen with the subtitles on while they speak English. The more you do this, the more comfortable you'll be with vocabulary, with phrases, with pronunciation, because you're exposed to it so often. So my two suggestions for these students that are having a little bit of difficulty on Hollow with learning English: book a one-on-one with your favorite Hallo teacher, whether that be Teacher Rahat or Teacher Jared, Teacher Ryan, Teacher Riza. Book a one-on-one with a teacher who can give you that sole focus for that time, or go home and practice watching some American media with subtitles on so you can read and listen and learn English.
Thank you very much. That's a really cool explanation. Dear
Yeah.
viewers, I wish I could get a little bit more time for Teacher Jared, but he's leaving. So this would be our last question. Teacher Jared, that's very
Sure.
on of the another amazing and common questions. Like very often
Mhm.
they ask, Teacher, I don't understand. What's the difference between pronunciation and accent? They're always confused. What is
Sure.
your explanation
Absolutely.
about that?
So pronunciation is, it should be the same across the board. So pronunciation is how you say a word. Accent is more your, what is a simple way to explain accent? So it's your inflection with words and certain sounds. America is a great example with accent. In the North, people have a Northern accent. I'm told I speak with a Northern accent. It's my inflection, it's the way that I speak, it's the tone of my voice, it's all of those things. In the South of America, people talk with a long drawl. They have a different accent down here. It's the same words, but now they have a different way of speaking, of enunciating, of using their inflection. So I would say, in the simplest terms, and it's very hard to explain the difference, accent is your tone of voice, your dialect, and the way that you speak. Pronunciation is how you divide a word into its syllabic sounds, and it should be the same. If I have a northern accent or a southern accent, I should be able to pronounce the word personification the same way. It's just the way that I speak is different. I hope that answered the question. That was a really difficult one, Teacher Rahat.
That's a very common question I get whenever I'm
Yeah.
in public live stream.
Mhm,
Like these, they always ask me thousands of questions. They like to ask it, and
mhm.
I try to answer the similar way. Thanks. Danish says that it shows where do you come from. Mariam says like British and
Yes.
American. So two types of pronunciation: British IPA and American IPA. And
Mhm.
another simplified way I like to add with the teacher Jared, the accent is like the way you talk. So we have got thousands
Right.
of accent like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Malaysia, Indonesia, European, African,
Mhm.
Jamaican, Caribbean, Australian, Japanese, Filipino, okay, etc., etc. Okay, guys. Marcus has a question. Is it okay
Sure.
to answer? Then we are going to finish the live stream. Teacher Jared.
Yeah. Okay, so it says my questions is have the skills be able to recognize the level of a student just by talking with him? Because when I did the test in Hollow, they told me my level is superior low, but I believe I'm probably intermediate. So that's a good question, Marques. I think probably the Hollow test is more geared towards the written end of things, like the grammar. You probably have a superior understanding of grammar, but maybe when you talk to a teacher, your conversational level might be more intermediate. And Teacher Rahat, you probably agree with me on this, but after working with a number of students, by talking with them and listening them, you're usually pretty good about understanding if they're a higher or lower level student based on
Exactly.
their conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, for
Thank you.
sure. So maybe your Hollow test says you're superior based on your grammar and your understanding of vocabulary, but once you book a one-on-one class or a live class with a teacher, they'll be able to better assess where you fall on the English scale because grammar and conversation are two I usually say they're like two different halves of your brain. Some
Exactly.
students are really good in one and really poor in the other, but you would probably have a better understanding of your conversational level once you meet with a Hollow teacher because they'll better be able to assess you just by listening. Okay, I hope
Exactly.
that answered your question.
That's right. Thank you very much, Teacher Jared. And once again, I'm happy to get you as my guest speaker today. Hi, Shiv.
Yeah.
Welcome, and welcome all the people who have joined in the last few minutes. Thank you very much once again. We're going to finish our conversation with Teacher Jared. And Teacher Jared, once again, thank you very much for
Mhm.
coming here. Oh, Jesse, thanks for a donation. Hello, Ali. Welcome.
Oh
Marcus.
yeah, thank you, Jesse.
Okay, and
Stay
thank
safe and handsome. She's talking to both of us. Thank you, Jesse.
yeah, we are always as handsome as young. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. ST, hello, welcome. Thank you very much. So, thank you very much
Yeah.
once again, dear viewers. It's really my pleasure to get Teacher Jared at this moment with us, and I wish he could have some time, but as you know, he has got a tight schedule and he needs to go.
Mhm.
Okay, and Teacher Jared, last word for our viewers before we end up this live stream for today.
Yeah, absolutely. So just a reminder to our students, Teacher Rahat, you are the highlighted teacher of today for grammar, yes?
Yes, importance of grammar.
Yes, good. Okay, so just a reminder to our students. Sorry, I am choking as I speak to you. Uh, all of all of the month of April are theme streams. So yesterday we had Teacher April's Day. Today is Teacher Rahat's Day. So if you are not following Teacher Rahat, please make sure you are following him and make sure you give all of your Hollow teachers extra support this month because every day we're doing a different theme stream reading and vocabulary and grammar and all kinds of fun stuff. So
When is
if
your
you are
time?
new to Hollow, if you're old to Hollow, log in every day to see what the day's theme is and support your favorite Hollow teachers.
When you're coming, Teacher Jared, let them know so that they can join you.
Yes, I am going to do my theme stream this Saturday, the 9th, and we're going to do, hi, Teacher Ahmed, hello. we're going to do an all-day horror day. I'm a spooky teacher, Teacher Rahat. We're going to have a spooky day. So
Sure. If I'm free, I'll join each and every teacher. That's what I said. Teacher
yeah.
Ahmed, if you've got time, maybe you can join for a few minutes.
Mhm. Yeah, I do have to go, but Teacher Rahat, thank you so much for inviting me. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you very much once again. And dear viewers, once again, please make sure you follow, subscribe to Teacher Jared, and book one-in-one or Insta class, whichever is suitable and comfortable.
Yeah, I'm going to learn Instaclass, I promise. Okay,
Okay, and
thank you so much for having me. Goodbye, everybody.
goodbye. Thank
Bye.
you very much. Okay, hello, Hero, Teacher Ahmed, Jesse, Rocky, Isti, Leighton, and Marquez, and everyone. Thank you very much. If Teacher Ahmed hops on, then I can continue. Otherwise, I'm going to finish my live stream. It's Ramadan time here in the UK. It's second of Ramadan, by the way. Oh, Teacher Ahmed is coming. Let's continue a little bit more. Yahoo! Teacher Ahmed, one and only. Ladies and
I
gentlemen.
promise I won't take it long, so no worries.
No worries, Teacher
I
Ahmed.
just
I'm
want to come and
happy.
say hi. Hello, Teacher Rahat. Hi, everyone.
Hello. Thank you very much, Teacher Ahmed. Teacher Ahmed, welcome. And how is
Thank you so
everything
much for
going on?
having me. Everything is super, super fun and fine. Thank God, yeah.
Okay. So, guys, if you have got any question for Teacher Ahmed, now it is your chance to ask him.
Yeah, teachers are around all the time. Hello, Marquez. Yeah, that's fantastic. How's your Ramadan going, Teacher Rat?
Um, okay. So far, so good. I'm going to share your classes through the, okay? So that, oh, where is it?
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Appreciate it.
I lost you. Sorry, hang on a second. I'm trying to,
Don't lose me. Come on.
no, maybe I'm clicking in the wrong place.
I'm kidding, yeah.
Yeah. Ah, I found your pages. So, Teacher Ahmed, how many classes are you conducting at the moment weekly?
At the moment, weekly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but I'm gonna delete one and there will be 6 of them available.
So these are your lessons.
Um,
If you like to explain a little bit for our viewers and how they can join it, please. Yeah.
yeah, well, you can go to my profile and you'll be able to subscribe, sign up for any of them that you want to. There is advanced English grammar. There is IELTS academic writing and vocabulary. There's deep meaningful conversations, intermediate speaking,
Mm-hmm.
advanced English and IELTS speaking, and also basic English.
That's pretty cool. And if someone wants to join through the Insta class, how they can do it? What's the procedure?
Okay, so they can go to the, click the hand button available in the bottom of the screen, in the home screen, and they will be able to see that I am online or another teacher. Just click, it's written call Ahmad, call Teacher Ali, call somebody else. So they can actually call and stay for 20 minutes or as long as they want it.
Okay.
I taught like the first Insta class last night, and
Okay.
I taught for 32 minutes, something like that.
And how was your experience?
It was very good, yeah. The experience is just fantastic, and I guess it's really affordable for students. Much more affordable compared to the one-on-one classes.
Okay, that's cool. Hello, Bilal, welcome. Marcus, welcome. Fikarno, welcome. Pritam, again, welcome. Mariam, Tutu, Najmo, and everyone. Thank you very much for joining. Uh, so our main guest was teacher Jared. He's gone now. We have got second guest, teacher Ahmed. I'm very glad to see him.
A lot
And
of guests are here.
Ramadan al Kareem. Okay, if you have got any
Yeah.
question, guys, you can ask teacher Ahmed. It's time to ask him. Pritam has a question, and though it's a question is a bit hypothetical, is learning English all about living this life on the beautiful planet Earth? What's the answer, teacher Ahmed?
Is learning English all about living this life on this beautiful planet? Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I do agree with you.
Yeah, we want to learn, we want to live in a better way in this life. So once we can communicate with people from different countries, different cultures, so that we can live in a more peaceful life.
Okay. Elizabeth, your Polish friend is here.
What she says, I am a little surprised your attitude. Okay, you became bigger from from the time I saw you last time, I think so. Like, what kind of bigger? I don't know what you mean. Like, you mean my shape? You mean my? I don't know, really,
Uh,
Elizabeth. Thank you, but I don't understand.
Hello, Jesse. Welcome. Okay. Honestly, I thought she meant that you become more famous, more important
Oh yeah,
person.
I
Yes.
thought so, but no, she says the shape. Well, Elizabeth, I think like I'm getting old. That must be the
Really?
case.
No, no.
I
Teacher
don't
Ahmed
know.
is always ever living young like me. So, all right. Okay. So, thank you very much once again. Is there any more? Hello,
Hi,
Akmol.
Rose. Thank you so much for the
Oh,
donation.
Rose, thank you very much. You're donating me. Remember, not Teacher Ahmed. Eh? He thought maybe she thought maybe she's donating Teacher Ahmed. Thank you very much. By the way,
No, no. Rose is the best. Like,
yes, she
I
is.
certainly say that.
Thank you very much.
She's been my student for so long, and yeah, she is definitely the best.
She's very kind-hearted. I know that. Akmal, welcome. Dame, welcome. Marcus. Oh, there is another question for you, Teacher
Hey,
Ahmed,
Rosie.
from Marcus.
Sure. Let me have a look. Yeah, for the most low level of your student, it took him to be fluent. Well, it really differs from one student to another, Marcus. I cannot say that it takes like 1 year or 10 years or 1 month. No, it really changes from one student to another. If they work really, really hard, I guess in 6 months, they can come from basic to intermediate level in only 6 months. But to be advanced, no, it takes more.
Okay, we've got a guest speaker, Dr. Razi. Welcome. And there is
Hello,
another.
Rosie, welcome.
Welcome, sir. Hello, doctor. Yes, sorry, teacher Ahmed.
Hello,
Yes.
hello. Thank you for
When
joining.
Teacher Ahmed completes his PhD degree, he'll be Dr. Ahmed. So don't worry about that.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah,
Ex-
if we involve
ex-
it's a doctor is okay. Now I Dr. Ahmed.
Yeah,
Yes.
when I was teaching at university, everyone was calling me doctor, doctor. Come on, I'm not
Yeah,
a doctor. But students were like, I don't know, they were calling me this way because I was teaching in the field of like in the faculty of medicine. I think that was the reason.
Yeah, possibly. Thank you very much. There are some more questions and comments. Let me read it quickly. Mr. Welcome, Dame, welcome. Uh, Ishti has a grammar question. I'm going to ask Teacher Ahmed. Hang on a moment. Dame, you can't join me unless you are one of my subscribers, unfortunately. Because this is how Hello works here. Because I'm one of the teachers and Teacher Ahmed is one of the teachers here. In order to join any teachers in an audio or video call, you need to subscribe or you need to use Hello Cash $2 one time. Okay. So that is the explanation. That's why I can't take you, unfortunately. Ankush, welcome. Any Hello teacher can join another Hello teacher freely, and my subscribers can join me freely. Like Dr. Rosie is my subscriber. Okay, Teacher Ahmed, the question from Ishti: can I have explanation about noun clause as an object of preposition? Difficult question.
Okay, now it's like a syntactic question. Yeah, they study this in syntax whenever the verbs are sometimes finite, non-finite. Yeah, so you can have a noun clause as an object of preposition in certain examples. For example, when you say, I hang the picture on the broken wall. So you could say, I hang the picture on the broken wall. The broken wall is a noun phrase, and this is what we mean by an object of preposition.
Thank you very much, Teacher Ahmed. That's a really cool example.
I hope that's clear.
Ankush has a question. What kind of vocabs should you learn to get a PhD degree or PhD student?
I don't know. Go like open Oxford, Cambridge Dictionary and learn from A to Z.
That is not possible to learn all of the words.
Teacher Ahmed, I have a question for both of
Sure,
you.
Miss, please go ahead.
So actually, I heard you. It's a really, it's a very logical and like a proven beginner to intermediate you easily achieve, but from intermediate to advanced is a more difficult. So
True.
what is the correct strategy for progressing that intermediate to advance?
Okay, yeah, let me tell you that. As we said, from basic to intermediate, because words are easy, it's very easy like to continue
Mhm,
this way. But from
mhm,
intermediate to advanced, most of the words are really boring words. Like you never use them in your daily conversation. That's the problem. That's why what you need, I guess, for this level to improve, you need basically vocabulary to improve the lexical resource. You
mhm,
have to learn the vocabs in many contexts, learning synonyms and antonyms. This would
mhm.
work. And something more is you'd have to learn about grammar.
Okay.
Grammar, and you need to talk about some topics that are to an advanced level, that
Mhm,
people don't talk about them in an intermediate level or under this. For example, some topics like related to legal English, medical English,
mhm.
or engineering English, academic English, they're usually to an advanced level. But you need to
Mhm.
listen and read a lot to get to this level.
Mhm. Okay, Shashwar,
Okay.
welcome. Shashwar, have you joined
Thank
already?
you.
I can
Yeah.
see you on the screen. You are invisible.
Me too. I can't see myself.
We have
Yeah,
got
invisible.
Shashua from Kurdistan. Welcome, Shashua, and he has got question for teacher Ahmed. That's why he has hopped
Hi,
on.
Shaswar.
Yeah. Teacher Ahmed. Um, I don't know if you like, if you see me when I'm talking, but I just wanna uh say like, how is my English? I mean, I don't know what's my level. Like on my profile, it's showing that I'm superior, but I don't believe that.
No. Like, don't believe this superior or something because this is as a matter of like experience. The first time you take the test, maybe that's the real one, but the second time you learn the answers, probably you know the strategy, and this is not something that you can definitely depend on. But yeah, I can see your speaking level is good, but I don't know about the level of your listening, reading, writing. I can't, guess like your level. It's usually like, you have to check it in an international exam. Like Duolingo is good and affordable, which is only $49. But if you take the IELTS or TOEFL, they're all above
Um,
$300.
Teacher Ahmed, do you know about the Kurdistan marks when they give marks to the students?
You mean at school?
Yeah, 10,
But
2010 with the
I understand, but like school is different from learning a language.
yeah.
At school, like students usually get a high mark because they have got a book and they study the book, they memorize everything, and then finally they say, "Oh wow, we aced it," and they get
You know,
100 marks.
I have like I don't remember that I studied for I studied for English because if you have information, it doesn't need to study. I don't
True,
remember
yeah, it's easier.
studied for English exam. Like even for that exam which is about 60 marks, I got 60 on 60, and I haven't studied.
Wonderful. Yeah, that's great, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't study at all. No, go ahead and study so that you will kind of like maintain the mark that you have and make it even better.
I have got the permission from the Ministry of Education and also Ministry of Health, because English exam was in the first day of exams, and that day I did a surgery.
Oh yeah, I understand. Yeah, I hope you get better then. I'm so sorry, Shaswar, Teacher Rad, and Rosie. and everyone. I'm so sorry that my phone charge is only 6%, and I think it will be closed soon. And I have to go ahead and order my dinner, as iftar time is coming pretty soon.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Sure,
Okay,
Thank you so
teacher
much,
sure.
Rahma, did
thank
you
you so
fast?
much.
Mr. Ahmed.
He's
Yes,
fasting. Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
yeah, and
Thank.
like it's about an hour. Yeah, thank you so much, and have a wonderful time, Teacher Rat.
No
Thank you
problem.
so much for
Thank you,
having me.
teacher.
No problem,
Thank
Teacher
you.
Ahmed. Thanks for coming here. Thanks for joining Shashwa and Dr. Rosie. And Fikrana has a question. Can't you give a subject for first learning English? Honestly, there is no quick method or fast learning method. Language always takes time to learn, okay, and also it depends if you practice or not. If you learn something from a British teacher or American teacher, but at the end of the day it is you who have to practice. If you don't practice, there is no way you can develop from the platform where you are. It is really mandatory and important for you to practice every day. Okay, Pritam, welcome again. Pritam says, could you please address my
Uh,
question about our guest speaker is gone, okay, Pritam, so I can't address him anymore. So Dr. Rose, welcome,
uh,
and Shashwar, welcome.
Thank you. Teacher, teacher Rod, I just confused the lemon and I just confused it, AKR and Drupal, all of them. I told him that I have a Hello Plus, but I don't have a Hello Plus.
I don't see from
You
my
know,
mobile even your presence. Laptop, you are
Yeah,
invisible.
even I also not to see.
Ye-
I have a Hello Plus, but I don't have a Hello Plus. It
Okay.
means that I have a Hello Plus on, like, it shows that I have a Hello Plus on live streams, but on my profile it's not shown. Even I don't have a Hello Plus, and all things are blue. Like the dim is blue.
So if you remember, as we discussed, you have to wait until tomorrow, Monday. Somebody is going to talk
Yeah,
to you to resolve
tomorrow
your
night. Yeah.
tomorrow night. Okay, so talk to the Hello Team people. Hopefully your problem would be resolved. Okay. So welcome everyone. We had two amazing speakers earlier, two teachers, Teacher Jared, who was with us for an hour, and Teacher Ahmed was here for around 15 minutes. We've got two other amazing speakers. One of them is Dr. Rose from India and Shashar from Kurdistan, and this is your host, Rahat Ali from England. If you haven't seen me before, if you haven't met me before, let me introduce briefly. I'm one of the teachers from England. I teach English grammar, vocabs, IELTS strategies, and basic British IPA. Also, Dr. Rosie and Shash and all the people, this month in 2019, we started our Hello app. And that's why
Oh,
this whole month we are celebrating the Hello launching ceremony. And every day a teacher will be coming with a themed live stream. Yesterday was Teacher April, and today I was me earlier, and my live stream was grammar, importance of grammar in English. And tomorrow, I don't know, I have to check who is coming. So as a Hello students and learners, we all support all of our teachers as well as our students as well. So if you've got any questions, comments, I'll be staying here 20 minutes more for Shashwan now because you have joined with your cash. Okay, so you can ask me now, or you can ask Dr. Rosie. She's an amazing speaker too.
So, Rahat, sir, so do you find any improvement in term of speaking on me, because it's like almost 40 days completed on this app. So I
Okay,
don't know I have some progress or not.
okay, Shashwar and Dr. Rosie, let's do a speaking challenge for 3 minutes, shall we?
mhm.
Okay.
So you will choose your topic, Shashwa, a topic you can talk, and Dr. Rosie, you'll choose your own topic. Then I'm going to watch.
Won't topic.
Yeah, choose your own topic that you are comfortable, or if you want, I can give you a topic.
No, just you give to topic.
I'd like to talk
But
about doctors and how, like, how they how they find a, like, how could I say that, how they can find that thing which hurts people, or when people get sick, how could they um how could they like, how can give them medicine.
You
And
like?
I guess Rosie, you are a doctor, are
She,
you?
no.
she's not a
I
medical
am
doctor. She's a PhD
medical
doctor.
PhD doctor. doctorate in literature. Yeah. So
Mhm.
mhm.
Welcome, Ian.
Okay.
Mahfouz from Bangladesh. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining. Okay.
Teacher Rahat, I'm trying to translate two Arabic words to English, but I can't. It's related to doctors.
Okay. If you know someone else who is good at translation, you can ask the person. Like Marwa. I know Marwan is very good and translating from
Yeah,
Arabic to English. Okay. I'm sure you know her, don't you?
okay. I will
Okay.
tell her. It's
Okay.
it's
So
related to doctors. Like we have two kind of doctor. Uh, we have two kind of doctor. Like I don't know how it's called. It.
Sir, can I speak something like learning English? How my um, when I think about learning English and I just
yes,
focus on.
that I have suggested. If you can choose your own topic, that will be better. If you don't want to choose, I can give you a topic, easy topic. So how do you like to go through choosing your own
If
topic?
you, yeah, if you give some topic related to philosophy, it's okay, and psychology, and
No, I'm
otherwise.
not going to give those type of hard topic, philosophy, psychology. I'm going to give a normal topic that you can discuss here. At least you can speak 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay.
Did you get my point?
Yeah. Other point also, just I gave my journey. It's a very common topic. Maybe for audiences also some helpful about my personal journey, like in Hello. So Teacher Rahat, as my perspective, dream is never die. Either it's become true, or it has been hunting whole life. So that's why my in past I had a dream about the good communicator of English language, but because of some my other priorities or some adverse circumstances, I never try even this field. So now nowadays I am very free for about my personal responsibility and liabilities. So
Mhm.
then I start learning just before 2 months before I think about the learning English. And I really, when I joined this app, I feel it's a very good platform, and many time I think about that, why I not found that platform during pandemic or in initial period of that platform. So I was very late on that platform, but it's okay. I'm an optimistic person, so I feel okay. Whenever I find it's a much better than I start to learning. So nowadays I have a progressive. My graph is little bit increases in term of progressive learning, but I'm not satisfied by my effort and my dedication, because without implementation, without execution, nothing is happen in the concrete manners. So sometimes I feel I try to effort, or I pretend to like I am hardworking, but actually it's not happen in a strategical way, because during 2 months now I now I identify my more problem in terms of accurate learning, like comprehensive, like a good choice of word, like correct grammar, passive wise, active wise. Most now I know what I don't know. And before 2 months, even I am blank, even I'm not identify what I know or what I do not know. So now I understand what I don't know, or what is my strength. So now I try to my hard level and this level. But yeah, of course, somehow because of this app is like cross cultural environment, or people give a respect for each other and support to each other. That's why I feel very comfortable. And of course the teacher is also very good. You and all teachers, as well as a student, is also very good. So now I feel I achieve my um, goal. And that goal is like, with fluency, with any error, with accuracy, with like full of illustration, articulation. Just I speak good correct English without with, and I don't have any thinking about the action. I just want to accuracy. So so that's at, at the guidance of you and the help of all user, I will sure I achieve my goal. My goal is the IELTS cracking and speaking good English.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rosie. Please bear in mind that it's never too late to learn anything. Okay, learning doesn't be limited to your age, your country, your
Mhm,
location, your gender. It
mhm,
is, open for each and everyone. In the UK there is a university called Open University. Okay,
mhm,
the concept
mhm,
of Open University is that they have got classes in the daytime, evening time, and during the weekends. People
mhm,
who are interested to learn and develop themselves, they're offering each and every
mhm,
person, and they say
mhm,
that there is no age limitations. If you want to study, let's say, A level, if you want to study undergraduate level, or maybe if
mhm,
you want to study national vocational qualification, we call it NVQ, or
mhm,
higher degree, or maybe graduation, undergraduation, graduation, or post graduation, this
mhm.
university's concept is suitable for them. It's for the
Oh,
people who are working, you know. And
mm,
amazingly, if you remember, I shared this story. It's a real life story, not the story. When I went to complete my MBA, I found one very elderly person, and I think he was 63 years old. And I asked him, "Look, why have you come to start MBA at this age?" He said,
mm,
"Oh, you know what? My company needs a certificate from this reputed university so that they can
okay.
write on their company profile that, oh, our, academic, our, sorry, staffs are from highly reputed universities. They've got MBA degree, MBA in marketing management, MBA in public
Oh,
health." You see? So remember that, Dr.
mhm.
Rosie, is you said dreams never die. That's true.
Yes.
But you have to have motivation. That's another important matter. Once you start learning, it happens very often to many of our learners. After maybe
Mhm,
1 week or 2 weeks, you lose your interest. You said, "Oh, I'm not developing. Really, I'm in the
mhm,
same place where I started." There are
mhm,
reasons why it happens. Okay. Before that,
mhm.
let me welcome Ritesh. Welcome. Nadia again. Welcome. I'm best. Welcome. Pritam has a hypothetical question. I don't know the answer, Pritam. And thanks, Shashwar, for joining. And Teacher Ahmed, thank you very much for being with us. And if you've got any questions, we're going to continue 10 minutes more. Now we're going to finish our live stream because Ramadan time here, our fasting breaking time is after 2 hours though. Okay, so you have to have the interest to learn. You have to enjoy
Interest.
whatever you learn.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes.
and remember that your intrinsic motivation that comes from inside. One
Mhm,
sentence always motivates me that I don't know anything. It always motivates me wherever I go. When I find, oh, this person is talking in a different topics, I don't know, that means I need to know. That really helps me a
mhm,
lot. And remember that, as Teacher Ahmed says earlier, do not stop learning for a single day. Learn something new
yes,
which might be helpful. Learn something
yes.
amazing which you can use in a practical life.
Mhm, mhm.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
Rezwan, welcome. Nitin, welcome. Okay, you need to have necessity. I don't think so. You need to have necessity. So I don't need many things, but still I learn it. I don't need to do the PhD degree, but still I'm doing it. My job is good enough. But why people do PhD? Why they go for postdoctoral research? Your opinion is not my opinion, Pritam. Okay, please
Yes.
remember the disclaimer. That is your opinion. Disclaimer, it's my opinion. Disclaimer, it is Dr. Rose's opinion. She had already PhD degree. Now she's trying for postdoctoral research because she has motivation to learn more, grow more. And there are, I always say, there is
There's
always,
no need. It's like only wish, and
yeah,
I achieve my dream. It's not need. I am
okay,
fully satisfied for all my situation and circumstances. But I want to learn because it's a constructive way. Learning is endless process.
it is, yeah. And there is no limitation, there is no time. That's why, as I mentioned, the concept of open university always, you know, is advertised in the UK, all over the world, by the television, newspaper, and online,
Yeah,
offline, and I've seen that.
there is also in India also the IGNO, Indian Indira Gandhi National Open Universities. Many people, it's a very good curriculum and certified by globally. It's not only for India. If you done some course from this Open University, it's a
That's
certified
right.
by globally.
Exactly. So you have developed one sound globally, that short sound.
Okay,
Amazing,
so
Dr. Rosie. Remember that don't expect that you'll be 100% accurate when you're speaking, because English is your second language and my second language too.
yes, exactly.
So
Yeah.
never ever think that, oh, I have to wait until I become perfect. Many English speakers think like that. Please, please, guys and ladies, do not think that you're going to be perfect. No one is perfect in this world, even the natives, and
Yes.
so
Mm,
it's a matter of
Many
practice.
people, yeah, many people told me about you always on hop on section. Well, yes, my purpose is learning and speaking. So I try to speak what I know, what I understand.
Hi, Nawab, welcome. Thank you very much for joining. That's right. As long as you have a strong desire, you can always move forward. Remember that uh, your desire is the reflection of what you like to learn. You say that you have got
Yes.
a dream,
Mm.
and the dream is that you want to be very good speaker. You want to go to
Yeah,
the,
exactly. Yeah.
so
Even the postdoctorate, just I create my strong objective for learning English, because without any strong motivation or strong objective, you sometimes you just lose your interest or you lose your energy. So that's why I think, okay, I do a postdoctorate. Otherwise, my own requirement is only I learn this global language for the reaching all people globally for with my opinion, with my writing, with my speaking, like that only.
exactly. Okay, so that's cool, and I'm going to finish my live stream now. Thank you very much, Dr. Raiz, and all the people.
Thank you,
Thanks
sir.
for
Thank you. Thank
coming here, and
you.
thanks for all
Okay.
the donations. I'm really grateful to you, and happy Ramadan to all of the people who are celebrating.
Bye.
Okay, thank you very much. And Dr. Razi
Thank
and
you.
everyone, I'll see you later, guys. You take care.
Okay, bye bye, sir. Allah Hafiz.
Bye. So that's the end of our live stream, dear viewers. Thank you very much. Keep supporting all of our amazing teachers, and also you'll learn a lot of things. Do not forget to practice every day. Practice is like a magic word which will take you your experience from this level to upper level. Okay, see you later.